You ever have some amazing news and you just have to share it? Let's talk about that. This is the Devo on YT. Boom! What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Devo on YT. Guess what, y'all? We are going to have our season finale of the Devo on YT. We're going to take the summer off. We got lots going on in June, July, and in August, and so we're going to take the summer off, and we'll be back with a live Devo on YT. It's going to be live Devo on YT. Say that 5 times fast. Anyway, I won't. But we're going to do it live May 24th. May 24th. Had to make sure I had the date right. May 24th. Live season finale. You don't want to miss it. We'll do giveaways, play a game, and just have a great time. And so, but today we're starting a new series, new Group Devo called Pass It On. And it's all about telling our friends about who Jesus is. You know, we just got through Easter. Just went through Easter. Amazing time. That was a really great Devo. I enjoyed our Devo break trail. I hope you did too. And I would love for you to join this Devo. It's called Pass It On, and we'll talk about it on Sunday nights. Sunday nights are going to be kind of, there's a lot going on in May, and so there's, you know, we won't have discipleship this Sunday night, and we won't have discipleship on the 22nd. We'll talk more about that in just a minute, but anyway, this is an interesting story, and this story it comes from Acts, and we're going to be looking at the book of Acts throughout this Devo, and I like this story. It's a good story, and I love your because I think like a lot of us are kind of well, just about everybody actually. I mean, if you have a Snapchat, if you have a TikTok, if you have an Instagram, on some level, some way, shape, or form, you're kind of like an influencer. And I think sometimes some of us probably even want to be like known as being an influencer, you know, like if you do any, like for instance, I stream on on Twitch, and I'm called and that's doing stuff like that. That's being called influencer. We all kind of have a platform. We kind of have a place to share our voice and to share our lives and things that are going on in our lives. But you know, and for some people, like if they're an influencer with some good timing and a good bit of luck, they get to blow up and become these amazing, well-known social media influencers. And sometimes like they use that to get rich, they use that to get things that they want, but you know, sometimes people use that for good, and we have this amazing platform through YouTube, through Instagram, through all these places where we get to share the gospel of Jesus, and that's what I want to talk to you about sharing Jesus with our lives. And there's the story in the book of Acts, and I'm going to bring it up here in the book of Acts. Beginning in chapter 9, you'll see it on not that side, but this side of the screen with a little bit of media magic. Ooh, not really magic. It's more so I push a button and splat out. It's right there. See, here we have up above us, we have our Pass It On little Group Devo thing, and right here to the right of us. I got to get to the right of it. No. Yeah, my right. It's on my right. It's on my right. Yeah, right here. Right? This is... Anyway, it's this side. I don't know what side. I can't even do this right. Right there. Anyway, scripture's right there. And this story it's an amazing story because, I mean, think about this. You ever seen, like, somebody die and come back to life? I haven't. It's an amazing story. This is really a great story. And it says this in Acts chapter 9. This is 36 through 43. You can read along on whatever side this is. And it says this, in Joppa, there was a disciple named Tabitha, which is translated Dorcas. Some translations have her name as Dorcas, but her name is also Tabitha. She was always good doing works, acts of charity, and about that time she became sick and she died. And after washing her, they placed her in a room upstairs. Lydia or Lydda was near Joppa, the disciples heard that Peter was there and sent two men to him who urged him, "Don't delay in coming with us." Peter got up and went with them. When he arrived, they led him to the room upstairs, and all the widows approached him, weeping and showing him the robes and the clothes that Dorcas had made while she was with them. And really they're essentially just telling the story of Dorcas, aka Tabitha. Verse 40, it says, Peter sent them all out of the room. He knelt down, prayed, and turning toward the body, said, "Tabitha, get up." She opened her eyes, saw Peter, and sat up. He gave her his hand and helped her stand up. He called the saints and the widows and presented her alive. This became known throughout Joppa, and many believed in the Lord. Peter stayed for some time in Joppa with Simon, a leather tanner. I mean, come on. That is such an amazing story. That is an amazing and powerful story. This woman who died, who she was known as doing all these amazing things, it's like she's that one person that everybody loves, that she seeks to help everybody, and she passes away, and they're telling her, and what Peter does is through the Lord brings her back to life. And the word of that spread like wildfire. People are like, what in the world is going on? How is this happening? And this gives an opportunity. This gives Peter the platform to share about the goodness and love and grace of Jesus. Through the life of Tabitha, her coming back to life, it gives Peter an opportunity to share the gospel. And many believed in the Lord because of it. I mean, amazing. Stop and think about that. Stop and think about what God can do with our lives. You know, because with Tabitha's life, sure, her life was an example of who Jesus was. And when she gets brought back to life, news spreads like, what in the world is this about? You see, our lives can tell the story about who Jesus is. Now, I'm not saying that like if somebody passes away, they're going to come back to life. It doesn't really work that way. But our lives can be a testament, can be a platform to show who Jesus is. Here's the big thing. Like I've been saying, our lives can pass on the good news. Our lives can pass on the good news. By living our lives in faith, living our lives and sharing about, through our lives, through our actions, how we respond to things. It's not always about the words that we say, even though words are important. I'm not saying words are not important, but it's not always about just saying things. It's how we live our lives too. Our words and our actions, they go hand in hand. And it's one thing, though, to say that we love Jesus, but it's another thing if we show that with our actions. Friends, our lives can pass on the good news. Some good stuff. Guys, I got just a couple things to be praying for. We need to be praying for Brother Steve. He's having knee surgery on his other knee, and so he'll be out. I'll be preaching Sunday morning. And so please be praying for that. Just be praying for our church, everything that's been going on, and some really awesome things. We had two college students come Sunday night whose car happened to break down, and they stayed for church. And they were really interested. They love. In fact, they even came and hung out with a group of us that went to Dairy Queen afterwards. And it was just really a wonderful experience and to see that. And so I just want to encourage you guys to be praying for each other, be praying for our church, be praying for Brother Steve as he has knee surgery, be praying for me. Sunday night, I'll be doing baccalaureate at Southside. And so I'm looking forward to that. But be praying for me and be praying for each other. And so, why don't we go ahead and go to the Lord in word of prayer? Father, thank you so much for just loving us. Thank you that you challenge us through to live our lives in such a way that our lives can pass on the good news of Jesus, Lord. Father, I pray that you be with Brother Steve as he gets ready for surgery tomorrow, Lord. I pray that you be with us as you spend time in your word, Father. Tomorrow night, Lord, I pray that you be with the doctors and be with Hank as he operates on Brother Steve, Father. And I pray that everything just goes well, Lord, and Jesus be with them, give them wisdom, Lord. Father, I pray that you be with our church family. Continue to help our church family grow together, Father. Lord, thank you for all that you've done, all that you're going to do, and it's in your name I pray. Amen. All right, guys, let's talk about just a couple announcements tomorrow night. Hey, it's Star Wars night. Now I realize, hey, not everybody's into Star Wars, but this is just going to be a fun night. We're going to play like a Star Wars themed game. You can come dressed up as a Star Wars person. If you're not going to come dressed up, it's not like people are going to be like, oh, how dare you, blah blah. You know, that's not going to happen. And we're actually going to do a last, I believe it's the last Wednesday night in May. We're going to do what are you looking like a summer theme night, and it's all going to be about what are you excited to be doing this summer. Maybe for you it's going on a trip somewhere, maybe for you it's sleeping in, maybe for you it's getting a job, or maybe for you it's going to church camp. And we're going to do kind of a fashion contest like we've done for all these other things. Like tomorrow night we're doing a Star Wars contest where you can get a prize for the cheapest or the most creative or the most authentic. You can get a prize for those for Star Wars night. I'm going to also be watching Star Wars, by the way, after school about 3:30, maybe 3:45-ish. And you're welcome to come hang out with me and watch it. I'll be upstairs in the youth room. Welcome to come hang out with me. We're going to be doing another theme night at the end about what are you looking like at the end of the month? What are you looking forward to the most with summer and stuff? And that's going to be a fun time too. So, but tomorrow night, Star Wars night, come dressed up in your coolest or most creative or cheapest. You know, you could put like a green sleeping bag on, or it could be like a purple. I don't care. It could be a sleeping bag, My Little Ponies all over it, and you could be like, I'm Jabba, and these are the things I'm going to be eating. Something like that. You could wear a ghillie suit and have little like little toy action figures and be like, this is the planet Dagobah, something like that, because this is a swamp planet. Anyway, you're limited by your creativity. You could just literally have a post-it note on a white t-shirt or plain t-shirt. Simply says, this is my Star Wars t-shirt. And that could be it. You know, I mean, come on. You're limited by your creativity. And of course, you know, in some instances, you're probably limited by your budget. But you could come, because you could come full dressed as the Mandalorian. You could be Mando, or you could be Boba, or you could be Han Solo or Princess Leia, and you could have like earmuffs on your ears and have them the same color as your hair some way somehow, and come as Princess Leia. You could spray paint your ghillie suit brown and put a belt over you and come as a Ewok or Chewbacca, or you could be Luke Skywalker. You could be Kylo Ren. I mean, you're literally limited by your creativity. You could come in just a mask and be just like this guy right here, okay? You could come in a Darth Vader mask and be just like Darth Vader, okay? And say you're Darth Vader, or some sort of weird amalgam of like Darth Vader meets something else, okay? You know, anyway. Oh, Luke. This is weird. I'm going to take this off. Anyway. But seriously, you're just limited by creativity. It's all up to you. You literally just wear a Star Wars shirt, and that'd be cool. So, you don't want to miss it. That's going to be tomorrow. We have I think I have 2 different dates written down for this because I'm not smart sometimes with dates, but May 20, excuse me, something weird was on it. May 21st, we are having, we're going to do paintball, all that stuff, best that we can do. There is a possibility that we may have to reschedule this. This is like third or fourth time that we got to reschedule. So, but that's the plan for right now. It's $34.99 to go play paintball and laser tag. We'll do it's afternoons because that's when Jack's Older Sports is opened up. It's in the afternoon, and so anyway, but that's all the announcements I got for you guys. Looking forward to seeing y'all tomorrow night. 6 o'clock food, 6:30 worship. Y'all be there. Try to be there as close to 6 o'clock as you can, or get there for food, so that way we can get started at 6:30 and just have a great night together. And that is an alarm for me to say something that needs a change. But that's y'all ever have like alarms that still go off and you're just like, or reminders still go off and you're like, I don't do that, and you're probably like, I don't even use reminders. But anyway, enough about that. So love you guys. Looking forward to seeing y'all tomorrow night. 6 o'clock food, 6:30 worship, and I will see you then. Love you guys. Bye. I don't know why it went up high like that, but bye. Love your faces. See you tomorrow. 6 o'clock food, 6:30 worship. Love you. Bye.